Yeah, I mean, great game today, right? I felt like we came out punching and we kept punching. We were putting good swings on balls, and we played Aggie softball. That wasn't easy, and they're a good team. They punch back, but we were able to, take care of things. But love the hard. It was a great Aggie win.
Robert Sessa, the Bryan College Station Eagle. Trinity, if you could take us through that first at bat, were you trying to get a fly ball and elevate the ball possibly to get a run home, or just take us through that whole bat?
Oh, I always tell KP and Coco, whenever you get on base, you make my life a lot easier because I just need to get something in the air. And I got it with 2 strikes, and I knew she was going to go at the off-speed curve, and so I kept sitting that, and then I got it, and I didn't get it. So I knew they were going to go back to that down and in, so I got it.
Kane Agley, Texags, Trinity, just your emotions rounding the bases, specifically at a place like this, with both home runs.
I've played here many times just because of state, and we've been here plenty of times. And just being able to come home to the support with all these girls and being able to go back out there on the field behind Lefty is just an amazing feeling.
And then Emily, another great night for you as well. Take us back to that inning where you left them stranded. Just what were you going through? What was working for you today?
I just relied on my defense. I think I was trying to be too perfect in that inning and just looked at Coco and was like, the ball's coming to you. Get ready.
Emily, are you ready to pitch again tomorrow?
Absolutely.
And what do you do between now and tomorrow, like to kind of recover, recuperate? And what did you learn about the Texas lineup, especially in those last 2 innings?
I just go home, have a good meal for dinner, rehydrate. They have good hitters, and they hit pitches that they should hit. So just hitting my spots, and I'll be okay.
Luke White with the battalion. Emily, can you kind of talk about Trinity's 3-run homer? Did that kind of take a load off your shoulders? Do you feel like did that kind of ease the nerves a little bit?
100%. I always tell them scoring the first inning makes it easier for me. And I think you can tell I throw differently with the lead. So I'm glad we were able to get 3 runs in the first inning.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Emily, just to go back to the last 2 innings. After the Grand Slam, how important is it to just maybe take a breath and make sure that doesn't snowball into more?
I just looked at my defense and said we still have a 2-run lead. Like, the game's not over. We have control of the game the entire day, and we're not going to lose it now.
Do we have any other?
Yeah, getting back to the home runs, Emily, you haven't given up a lot. 2, were they hitting mistakes? And what do you learn from today's effort? Even though you win, what do you learn moving forward?
I mean, they're good hitters. They hit pitches that they're supposed to hit, so I think just keep doing what I was doing today, and I think I'll be okay.
Emily, what did the little dust up between innings? What kind of emotions did that build up in you, if any?
It just makes me want to win the game more. Even when the girl hit the Grand Slam, I was like, this game's ours. She made it a little bit closer, but it's still our game.
Do you also feel like maybe y'all were looser than Texas because they have more to lose?
Mm-hmm. We had nothing to lose. We came in here and punched first and kept punching.
Trinity, the same question to you.
Yeah, just back at it. I was telling other people that we just play Aggie softball. It doesn't matter who's on the other side. Like Coach Ford always says, they're just shirts on the other side that we have to play, and we just have to go back to playing our game every single day.
Did you feel like they were a little uptight?
I think they came out swinging, but I think it's going to be a dogfight again tomorrow, so we're looking forward to it.
Can you talk about Emily's performance today and just the confidence that you all have with her?
She gets comfortable whenever we score runs. I get comfortable when she strikes people out and shuts people down. And even when they do put the bat on the ball, we have amazing defense, just like Rylan and the outfield making plays today. Like, it's so much fun just to be able to pass the bat back and even pass it from defense to hitting. Like, it's so much fun, and it just makes the game 10 times easier.
Trinity, can you kind of talk about that overturned, I think it was a triple play, it would be, can you kind of talk about what happened there and kind of your emotions during that and staying fresh afterwards?
I had no doubt that it hit my foot. It hurt really bad, and I knew Coach Ford knew. They were yelling to throw it to first, and I was like, go ahead. Like, y'all can throw whoever you want out, but it's going to get overturned.
And then, Emily, what was the defensive effort like for you today?
It was huge. They've been behind my back since regionals and today, and it makes it a lot easier to throw with them behind me.
Do you have any other questions for the players?
Perfect. Thank you.
Now we'll take questions for Coach.
Trisha, Emily's won a lot of games for you this season, a lot of big games,
yeah.
high leverage spots. How much faith was there that even after the Grand Slam that she was going to calm down and get to the finish line?
Yeah, I knew she was. She's grown up so much this year, and she's had a lot of high stress moments, and she's learned how to work through those, and I thought she did a really good job. I went into the dugout after the 6th inning and got into her a little bit in a good way. But I said, you're going to finish this dang game. Let's dig deep and win us a game. And she looked me straight in the eyes and she said, absolutely. And so, we just have that connection. I knew once I saw that we were going to be in a good spot.
Coach, it doesn't sound like there was any thought of taking her out after the 6th inning.
No,
And is she going to pitch tomorrow?
I'm not telling you.
You know?
No.
Okay.
She'll be ready.
Were you surprised they went with Sit Lally other than Kavan?
No, that's who I had anticipated that they were going to go for, for this game one.
Yeah.
They have a really good pitching staff,
Right.
but I think we do too. I think, we know we had a shot. Nobody else did.
Mm-hmm. And do you also feel like y'all been really underappreciated and unseated too low?
I just feel like the SEC prepares us. We've been in some hard games, and I'm with my team every day, and so I know what we're capable of doing. I know that if we just execute our game plan, we can beat anybody. And so, today we did, and tomorrow's going to be a new game.
Nicole, KBTX in the back. Coach, with the SEC tournament and then the regional play, you talked a lot about your bats maybe not clicking. What did you just make of this performance, especially in the first inning?
Yeah, I felt really good after we hosted regionals that we started to kind of find our groove again. And so I felt like, again, today we were swinging at the correct pitches with kind of our game plan. And, just putting our A swings on there. We get into trouble when we start to kind of guess. I mean, any team does. And so I felt like we just, again, I said this at the, yesterday, like we play well when we're the underdog and we have a chip on our shoulder. So you could feel the energy.
Coach, can you kind of talk about giving Maya the start at DP today?
Yeah, she played for us at regionals. I thought she was a good matchup for where we were at. So she came through, and that kid is a really good hitter. And she hasn't maybe had the year that she had wanted, but as the year goes on, I have faith that she's going to continue to get better.
And then just the chemistry between Julia and Emily. I know, like before the bottom of the 7th, Julia was kind of calming her down and everything. So just kind of talking about that chemistry between the two.
Yeah, it's amazing. Julia does a tremendous job. They both work really well together. Jules has caught a lot of really good pitchers, and she understands the importance of how to manage personalities on the mound. And today's both of their birthdays, so we had a little birthday magic. And I think that's huge. If you don't have a good pitcher-catcher relationship, it makes things really hard.
It's one thing to say you can beat Texas, but to score the 3 runs right off the bat, how much do you think that helped your team's confidence?
Yeah, Cease, like we were pretty confident coming into this game, and I don't mean like confident that we were going to come out and but we knew we had a good game plan. We are confident in our skill set, and so I thought what I really enjoyed was our ability to keep putting barrels on the ball throughout the innings, and so we made some loud outs, and we made her throw a lot of high pressure, and her pitch count was pretty high, I think. Early on in the game. And
I know you critiqued things. It looked like the incident at the top of the 6th favored Texas because they're silent at 6-0. The assistant coaches get thrown out for both sides. It seemed to benefit Texas. How did you see that, and how did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's just kind of part of the game. Everybody gets kind of heated, and we're going to protect our team, and they're going to protect their team, and it's just kind of part of the game. It looks more than it really is, to be honest with you, and we kind of put ourselves, I felt like, in a tough spot by putting some free runners on base. So, it's just we got to relax and just continue playing our game.
How would you term this rivalry between these two schools? I know you've only been here 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, how would you describe it?
Oh, I love it, to be honest with you.
How come?
I just think every being on both sides, you can feel the rivalry. It is a very healthy rivalry, and I think this is why everybody loves college athletics. You don't really get this in professional sports because of free agency and everybody's moving, and it's obviously we had the Arizona State rivalry when I was at ASU, felt very similar, and I don't know, I love it. it's part of I think the beauties of college athletics.
And do you feel like that'll carry over the emotions anyway, or just obviously they will?
We all know what's at stake here, and so I think our biggest goal is to come out and play our brand of softball. And so, yes, I mean, every time you play a rivalry game, everything's elevated, but on both sides. But at the same token, we have to come out and play our game.
And last thing, do you feel like you kind of set shockwaves around the country by coming in here and doing this to Texas?
Yes and no. I just go back to the fact that I know who we are and I know how we are capable of playing ball. So maybe others were shocked, but I wasn't. Yeah.